The chalkboard's a blur of equations and lines, but I'm busy deciphering the missigns. I'm sitting in the seat where you used to lean in, tracing the scars on my destined skin. The hallways are crowded, a sea of white noise, but we're just two misguided ghosts, losing our poise. We're just wandering circles in the 3rd grade lane, looking for the comfort that the bells used to bring. I'm a shadow in the gym, you're a ghost in the lab, nursing the sting of a quiet deep stab. Two souls out of sync, drifting far from the coast. Just a couple of heartbreaks, misguided ghosts. I saw you at the game, but I looked at the floor. I don't know who you are in that jersey anymore. You've got a new circle, a new way to laugh, while I'm still stuck in the first paragraph. The library's cold and the pages are thin. How do I stop the what ifs from creeping back in? Are we haunting the places where we used to feel brave, or just digging a memory's shallow grave? We're walking the same towns but miles apart, with the same hollow echoes inside of our heart. The janitor's turning the lights out one by one, and I'm still here waiting for the damage to be done. Yeah, we're just misguided ghosts in a hollowed out post. The ones who loved and lost the most, lost the most. I'm sitting in the bleachers, watching the game begin, but I'm losing my focus on the surface of my skin. I gave you every notebook, every secret, every way, until I didn't recognize the reflection in my eye. I was a shadow in the choir singing just for you, but the harmony was hollow and the rhythm wasn't true. I had to lose you to love me, had to walk out of the gate before the weight of us became a permanent state. In the middle took a broken heart at 17 to finally see that I was drowning in your ocean just to keep you free. The library is quiet, and I'm finally reading books without worrying about your judgmental heavy looks. I saw you by the fountain and I didn't feel the sting of the ghostly promises to which I used to cling. I'm erasing all the pencil marks you made inside my head and writing down the me I wanna be instead. You were a habit I had to break, a lesson I had to learn, a bridge across the campus that I finally had to burn. And it hurts like hell to admit that you were never mine, but the morning sun is hitting and I'm starting to shine. So walk to your car and I'll walk to the bus. There's no more room for the tragedy of us. Yeah, I had to lose you to love me, and it's finally true. I'm better off without you. Without you. I should've known the pattern by the way the shadows dance. I should've walked away while I still had a chance. The first one was a wildfire, burned me to the ground. The second was a heavy sea where I nearly went and drowned. But you were the quiet hope, the one I swore was real, the one who finally teach this heart a better way to feel. Now you're just my third favorite mistake, the latest in a line of hearts to watch the world break. They say the third time's a charm, but it's just a third scar, a third way to wonder just how broken we are. I'm a collector of the almost, a master of the gone, just another lonely singer with a third sad song. Yeah, you're my favorite mistake, number 3. I've got the boxes in the hallway, I've got the silence in the bed, I've got 3 different versions of the future in my head. I gave you the remaining light, the pieces I had left. Now I'm just an empty room, a victim of the theft. Is it a habit or a hunger? Is it a curse I can't outrun? To keep reaching for the moon and getting blinded by the sun. One was for the innocence I'll never get back. 2 was for the strength I didn't know that I lacked. But three was the one that was supposed to make sense. Now I'm just sitting here alone on the same old fence, counting the I love yous like they're coins in a jar that don't add up to anything but knowing where we are. Now just my third favorite mistake, the latest in a line of hearts I watch the world break. They say the third time's a charm, but it's just a third scar, a third way to wonder just how broken we are. I'm a collector of the almost, a master of the gone, just another lonely singer with a third sad song. Yeah, you're my favorite mistake, number 3. I'm getting good at losing, I'm getting good at the goodbyes. I can see the ending coming in a third set of eyes. The first was a lesson, second favorite mistake. I'm tracing lines across my chest, like a map of where I've been, looking for a patch of white, for a piece of hollow skin. The first was deep and jagged, it was young and it was wild. The second was a slow burn that left the ashes piled. But you were the one I thought would finally make me whole. The needle and the silver thread to stitch back up my soul. Now I'm staring in the mirror at the damage you have done, and I'm realizing there's no space left for anyone. Because there's no more room for scars upon this heart of mine. I've run out of the surface, I've run out of the time. They say the third time is a charm, but it's the final heavy blow, the one that tells the spirit it's time to let it go. One was for the learning, two was for the fear, but three is the salt that's drowned out every year. I'm closing up the borders, I'm locking all the bars. I'm finished 'cause I've got no more room for scars. Is there a limit to the breaking? A point where you go numb, where you stop looking at the road for the one who's meant to come. I got 3 different names etched in the marrow of my bone, 3 different ways of learning how to sleep here all alone. I gave you the last acre, the only field I had left to sow. Now I'm standing in the winter with nothing left to grow. Is it a habit or a curse? Is it written in my blood that every forever ends up face down in the mud? One was a mistake, I was too blind to see. 2 was a choice that wasn't meant for me. But three was the hope I kept under lock and key. Now the key is at the bottom of a dark and bitter sea. The skin is stretched too thin now, the ink has all run dry. I'm officially out of reasons to even try to try. Because there's no more room for scars upon this heart of mine. I've run out of the surface, I've run out of the time. They say the third time is a charm, but it's the final heavy blow, the one that tells the spirit it's time to let it go. One was for the learning, 2 was for the fear, but 3 is the salt that's drowned out every year. I'm closing up the borders, I'm locking all the bars. I'm finished 'cause I've got no more room for scars. Don't try to touch me, don't try to heal. I've forgotten how a human's supposed to feel. 1, 2, 3, the tally is complete. I'm admitting my final cold defeat. No more room for scars. No more room for scars. No more room for scars. Phone is in my hand, I've dialed halfway through your name before I remember that the world is not the same. I saw a sunset hitting the ridge the way you liked it best. I found a rusted bolt that finally stood the test. I turned to share the moment good job, kid. But the air just swallowed up the words the way the silence did. And it's a heavy kind of quiet, a different kind of bad, when you realize there's no one left to call dad. That three-letter word is a ghost in my throat, a message in a bottle that'll never find a boat. The world keeps spinning, but the anchor's gonna draft. I'm holding on to memories like a final holy gift, but my heart is a room that's suddenly turned sad. Now that there's no one left to call dad. I walk past the hardware store and smell the cedar wood. I'd give anything to stand right where you stood, to ask you for the secret to a life that doesn't break, or how to fix the engine of this constant dull heartache. Every man I see with graying hair and tired eyes is a bittersweet reminder of my own slow goodbyes. I still look for your truck when I pull into the drive. I still check the messages just to feel like you're alive. But the dial tone is hollow, and the mailbox is full, and the gravity of losing you has got a vicious It's a heavy kind of quiet, a different kind of bad, when you realize there's no one left to call dad. That three-letter word is a ghost in my throat, a message in a bottle that'll never find a boat. The world keeps spinning, but the anchor's gonna drift. I'm holding on to memories like a final holy gift, but my heart is a room that's suddenly turned sad. Now that there's no one left to call dad, I said it to the wind today, just to hear the sound. I whispered it to the headstone, deep into the ground. Dad, are you listening? No one to call, no one at all. I'm standing in the foyer with the wallpaper is dim, tracing every crack where the cold keeps getting in. I used to think that four walls and a ceiling made a place, but I was just identifying safety with the lines upon your face. Now the keys are on the counter and the closet's mostly bare. I'm breathing in the molecules of the empty hollow air. I map my whole existence to the rhythm of your stride. Now I got nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. And it's a heavy kind of quiet when there's no one so cry home. Just a drifting constellation in a vast and starry dome. I'm checking all the dead worlds, but spirits on the roam, caught inside the shiver of a heart that's all alone. Every street life is a stranger, every doorway is a lie. When you know one's to call home beneath a lonely open sky. I unpacked all the boxes, but I can't unpack the ache. The foundation of my sanity began to bend and break. Down under beer, sinning in a love that wasn't mine, paying for the privilege of broken-hearted time. You were the anchor in a lighthouse in the dark. Now I'm just a faded memory taking on the crowd. I look into the mirror, but I don't see a roof, just a floor that's searching for a shelter and some proof. They say that home is where the heart is, but my heart is on the run, hiding from the shadows and the setting of the sun. I'm trying to lose the sanctuary out of wood and bone, but it's hard to find my blueprint when you're standing on your own. And it's a heavy kind of quiet when there's no one to call home. Just a drifting constellation in a vast and starry dome. I'm checking all the demos for spirits on the roam, caught inside the shiver of a heart that's all alone. Every street life is a stranger, every doorway is a lie. When you're no one to call home beneath the lonely open sky. Knocking the door, walking across the floor. The echoes loud, the loneliest crowd. I'll be my own house, I'll be my own room. Instead of fade away to gloom, no one to I'm staring at the geometry proofs on page 84 that haven't heard a word the teacher said for an hour or more. The black ink is bleeding through the paper thin and white, just like the way I stayed up crying for you all last night. I used to draw little stars and wrap them around your name. Now I'm crossing out the pictures in this paper made shame. The teacher teacher calls my name, but I'm 1,000 miles away, trapped in the senses. I'm too afraid to say I'm filling up the white space, because the center's too deep, and I got promises in cursive that I couldn't even keep. I'm living in the notebook margins, on the edges of your life, a jagged little scribble like a door pocket knife, while you're the main story, the bolded headline news. I'm just a fading footnote that you're gonna have to lose, doodling out forever in a spiral-bound regret, trying to write a version of us that I can just forget. Yeah, I'm pushed to the side where the shadows start to grow, in the notebook margins where nobody has to know. I saw you laughing loudly down the hall by the second row, with someone who looks at you like you're the only thing they know. And it felt like a paper cut slicing through my skin. Remember when it was my smile you were always drawing in? Now I'm just a doodle of a heart with a crack down the side, looking for a corner of the page where I can finally hide. Flip the page, start again, that's what they always say, but the ink leaves a ghost of the words from yesterday. You can't erase the pressure of the way I held the pen. You can't write the us and make it me again. I'm living in the notebook margins, on the edges of your life, a jagged little scribble cut by a dull pocket knife, while you're the main story, the bolded headline news. I'm just a fading footnote that you're gonna have to lose, doodling art forever in the spiral-bound regret, trying to write a version of us that I can just forget. Yeah, I'm pushed to the side where the shadows start to grow, in the notebook margins where nobody has to know. Close the cover, snap the rubber band. I'm just a messy sketch you didn't understand, just a mark on the edge in the margins of you. I'm staring out the window of the third floor, I'm at the wing, while the teacher talks of circles and the symmetry of things, but nothing's really balanced in this hollowed out room, since you became the storm and I became the gloom. I'm tearing up the pages of the notes you used to write, folding them into shapes that can't take flight. I'm stacking up the failures in a pile on my desk, trying to make sense of this beautiful mess, but the ink is heavy and the pulp is thin, and I don't know where the ending should begin. I'm drifting under paper clouds, wide and torn apart. The scrapbook remains of a shattered heart, floating through the hallway like ash in the wind, looking for a place where we haven't sinned. You're the real sky, baby, vast and blue, and I'm just a doodle that ran out of you. Yeah, I'm blocking out the sun and shouting out loud underneath the shadow of my paper clouds. The lunch bell screams, but I stay in my chair, catching glimpses of you by the library. different kind of way. While I'm erasing the song, my charcoal slate, I tossed a plane made of old poetry, but it crashed in the dirt just like you and me. Once here is the page, and the words start to bleed. Everything I want, verse everything I need. I'm crumpling the memories into tiny little balls, littering the floors of these hollow school halls. As I'm drifting under paper clouds, white and torn apart, the scrapbook remains of a shattered heart, floating through the hallway like ash in the wind, looking for a place where we haven't sinned. You're the real sky, baby, vast and blue, and I'm just a doodle that ran out of you. Yeah, I'm blocking out the sun and shouting out loud underneath the shadow of my paper clouds. Rip it up, let it fall like snow in the gymnasium stall. White noise, blank space, I'm forgetting the lines of your beautiful face. Just paper in the wind, gone. I'm standing in the empty bathroom near the science wing, fixing my collar, trying to feel anything. The fluorescent lights are humming a mournful little tune, while I count the minutes till the bell rings at noon. I look in the mirror and I say your name out loud, testing how it tastes before I face the hallway crowd. I've got a rehearsed apology for things I didn't do, just to find a reason to spend one more second next to you. I've got the opening lines, I got the casual hate, I've mapped out every single word I'm never gonna say. My reflection is the only one who knows the truth in this hollowed out confessional of my youth. I'm having practice conversation with a girl who isn't there, spilling out my secrets to the cold and humid air. I'm eloquent and brave until I see you in the hall. Then the sentences all shatter and I'm backed against the wall. It's a masterpiece of dialogue inside my lonely head, but I'm choking on the ghosts of the words I left unsaid. Yeah, I'm perfect in the mirror, but I'm breaking at the seams, lost in practice conversations and unanswered dreams. I walked past your locker and I felt the oxygen leave. I had the perfect how you've been tucked inside my sleeve, but you were looking at your phone or looking through my chest. And I rehearsed I miss you, died like all the rest. So I stared at my shoes and I kept my mouth shut tight, saving all the good lines for my bedroom wall tonight. Is it a conversation if only one soul speaks? Is it a broken heart if the tears said, yeah, I'm perfect in the mirror, but I'm breaking at the seams, lost in practice conversations and unanswered dreams. Hey, do you have a minute? I just wanted to say, never mind, I'll just tell the mirror one more time. Build a garden where the ground was never still, fighting against the gravity and the fickle changing will. You were the shoreline that kept moving in the night, leaving me to anchor in the absence of the light. I poured all my water on a dry and thirsty stone, planting seeds of us, but harvesting alone. I thought if I held tighter, the earth would finally stay, but the tide just carried every piece of me away. It's hard to keep your balance with the roots and shifting sand, reaching for a safety that you never got to plan. One wave of silence, one storm of sudden doubt, and the foundation crumbles from the inside out. I'm trying to stand steady on a beach that you come in, wasting all my life with roots and shifting sand. Every time I think I'm firm, the dunes begin to slide. There's nowhere left for a broken heart to finally go and hide. You promised me a mountain, you promised me the ridge, but built our whole connection on a shattered wooden bridge. My fingers are all bloody from digging in the grit, trying to find the meaning in the middle of it. But sand don't have a memory, and sand don't have a heart. It just lets the wind tear the family all apart. I'm pulling up my spirits, I'm shaking off the saw, learning that the I'm looking through the crowd at the grocery store, at every flannel shirt walking through the door. I see a silver temple or a certain kind of gate, and for a split second I forget the way. I reach for my phone to tell you the news, then I remember the silence I didn't choose. I'm searching for Papa in the faces of strangers, in the wisdom of old men and the quiet of rangers. I'm looking for a shadow that fits mine just right, in the glow of the moon on a long, lonely night. Every well done I hear is a ghost of your voice, leaving me stranded with a heart that has no choice but to keep on searching for Papa. There's a hole in the wisdom of my everyday life, how to fix the plumbing or handle the strife. I look in my hands and I see your own skin, the same rugged knuckles, the same stubborn chin. I'm a map without a legend, a ship without a pier, just a child in a grown-up suit wishing you were here. Is it in the way the wind whistles through the pines, or the space between the words in these tear-stained lines? They say you never leave, that you're somewhere near, but somewhere is a distance that I can't quite clear. I'm searching for Papa in the faces of strangers, in the wisdom of old men and the quiet of rangers. I'm looking for a shadow that fits mine just right, in the glow of the moon on a long, lonely night. Every well done I hear is a ghost of your voice, leaving me stranded with a heart that has no choice but to keep on searching for Papa. I checked the garage, but the workbench was still. I looked at the peak of the old rolling hill. Are you there, Papa? I'm still looking, I'm still searching. Found your old denim jacket in the bottom of the trunk, smelling like the engine grease and the spirit of a monk. But underneath the heavy scent of The cedar and the pine is that ghost of a habit you never could resign. I used to cough and complain when you'd light one in the yard. Now I'd breathe in every ember just to keep you on my guard. Now I'm breathing in the secondhand smoke of regret, choking on the I love yous that I haven't said yet. It's the hazy gray memory of the things I did wrong, the words I left hanging for way too damn long. The air in this house is getting harder to take, filled with the vapor of every mistake. I'm standing in the clouds of a fire gone cold, in the secondhand smoke of a story half told. I'm in the kitchen, and the way the light would lean while we argued over nothing in the space in between. I was so busy counting all the ways you weren't right that I missed the way you carried all my burdens through the night. Now I'm staring at the ashes in the tray on the porch, and every bitter memory is a flickering torch. You can't clear the air once the fire's burned out. You can't find the truth through the screaming and shout. The windows are open, but the ghost won't depart. It's settled like sod on the floor of my heart. Yeah, I'm breathing in the secondhand smoke of regret, choking on the I love yous that I haven't said yet. It's the hazy gray memory of the things I did wrong, the words I left hanging for way too damn long. The air in this house is getting harder to take, filled with the vapor of every mistake. I'm standing in the clouds of a fire gone cold, in the secondhand smoke of a story half told. Sting in my eyes, the way the truth always does, thinking of the man that I thought you were and who you was. Just a cloud in the hallway with just a cough in the dark, with a mouth but the smoke and a missing spark. I used to check the locks only after you were home, safe beneath the shadow that you cast upon the stone. But you left the windows open and you let the cold air in, leaving me to shiver in this paper-thin skin. I was dependent on the way you held the light, thinking you were the only thing that kept me from the night. Now I'm standing in the hallway, learning how to be the security you never bothered offering to me. It's a self-taught safety, a lesson in the dark, building up a fortress from a single lonely spark. I'm checking all the latches, I'm steadying my breath, guarding what is left of me from an emotional death. No more looking over shoulders, no more waiting for a cue. I'm my own sanctuary now, I'm safe without you. I'm boarding up the memories where the trauma used to leak, strengthening the places where your silence made me weak. I bought a sturdier bolt for the chamber of my heart, to make sure no one tears the healing fabric all apart. I'm practicing the calmness, I'm mastering the still, building inner armor through a sovereign kind of will. The monsters in the closet, I've named them everyone, and I don't need your protection now that being us is done. Fear used to be the anchor dragging me beneath the waves, in the shallow water of the promises you gave. But I've learned to swim in the cold and quiet deep, keeping every boundary I vow to myself to keep. It's a self-taught safety, a lesson in the dark, building up a fortress from a single lonely spark. I'm checking all the latches, I'm steadying my breath, guarding what is left of me from an emotional death. No more looking over shoulders, no more waiting for a cue. I'm my own sanctuary now, I'm safe without you. Double up, deep breath, deep breath. The house is quiet but the peace is real. Humble little teaches me how to heal. Self-taught safety, I'm home. The plastic tray feels heavy in my shaking hands. I'm looking for a place where a broken spirit lands. The smell of mystery meat and the roar of the crowd make the hollow in my chest feel screamingly loud. I see your usual table by the vending machine, but I'm erased from the picture, I'm no longer in the scene. You're sharing your fries with the guy in the back, and my world's turning gray while yours stays on track. I'm navigating islands of linoleum and chrome in a room full of friends. I've never felt more alone. I'm just a glitch in the system, a ghost on the floor, watching you be the you I don't know anymore. I'm just a shadow in the cafeteria, drifting by the wall, a silent observation of the way I had to fall. You're the light and the laughter, the star of the day, and I'm the darkness you carry. you to say look to the left, but I'm locked in a prison of emotional theft. You caught my eye for a heartbeat, then you turned back to him, and the light in this room got a little more dim. The trash cans are filling with half-eaten dreams while I'm bursting apart at the metaphorical seams. Is it poison or hunger? I can't really tell in this noisy and crowded educational hell. I'm just a shadow in the cafeteria, drifting by the wall, a silent observation of the way I had to fall. You're the light and the laughter, the star of the day, and I'm the darkness you cast as you walk away. My lunch is getting cold and my heart's getting numb, wondering how this nothing is what we've become. Yeah, I'm swallowed by the noise of the noontime criteria, just a shadow in the cafeteria. The bell rings again, clear the table. I'm still here, but I'm not able to stand up. Just a shadow under the fluorescent light. Lunch is over.